This is One on One. She's back. Our good friend Michele Siekerka, President and Chief Executive Officer, New Jersey Business and Industry Association. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Every time you're with us, we talk about one aspect or another of business life in New Jersey, but in this particular discussion, I want to focus on a summit that took place. It was a workforce summit?
Yes.
When was it?
Well, actually, the summit was last year. But the result of the summit was a task force report on post-secondary education and the focus of how do we make New Jersey attractive and affordable for millennials.
That is this report, the education equation, strategy for retaining and attracting New Jersey's future workforce. Michele, what is the problem?
Well, the problem is we're #1 in the nation for millennial outmigration. 18 to 34-year-olds, #1 in the nation. Now, stop and think about that. That's our future workforce.
Wow.
So then we step back. So we identified that a few years ago as an issue. So we say, all right, what are we going to do about that? And when we did our homework, as we always do at NJBIA, we learned that attractability and affordability of post-secondary education is an issue that needs to be addressed in the state of New Jersey. When I talk about post-secondary, I'm talking about after high school, because we're also #1 in the nation for exporting high school graduates, meaning they're not going on to four-year traditional education in the state of New Jersey, okay? So we have to ask why. And then our study leads us to the why is, #1, attractability. We don't do enough to attract our own students to stay, when actually we have a pretty good brand for higher ed in the state of New Jersey. We just don't market it that way. And #2, affordability. We're the 4th most expensive for four-year education, post-secondary in the nation.
So back up for a second.
Yeah.
When we lose someone who graduates from a New Jersey institution of higher learning, some people call it the quote-unquote brain drain.
Yeah.
What do we lose?
Well, let's start what happens when we lose the high school grad who doesn't stay here for post-secondary. Think for a moment. #1 property taxes in the nation to fund K-12 education.
And then hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people who, I was talking about New Jersey college students who leave after college. You're talking about.
Oh, I'm taking it back a step, Steve.
Whoa.
Oh, absolutely. I'm talking about.
We just paid for them to go through 12
Bingo.
years of public school education
To
with big property taxes and state aid.
On average, $20,000 per pupil per year times 13 years. Highest property tax in the nation to allow that asset, that investment to walk out of the state of New Jersey, who is our future workforce. Huge red flag. Right? So it's not even about, so yes, do we lose them later? Yeah, but let's take that step back. Why are we losing those who are graduating from high school? Why aren't they staying here, our future workforce?
Some of the most specific and concrete recommendations to try to improve the situation include?
So #1, branding higher ed in the state of New Jersey. When we talk to millennials about what they want in their higher ed experience, they tell us, I want to be in an area that's close to vibrant communities and metropolitan. Okay, we've got that. We're between two cities, right? They want to be somewhere where they're going to come out and get a high-paying job. We've got that. They want diversity. We've got that. So, like, everything they ask for, we have.
Was it a branding issue?
It is a branding issue.
If we have it, is it a question of they don't know it?
That absolutely. So that's the first piece of it. #1, if we build it, will they stay? No, it's got to be affordable. The college presidents are a part of our task force. So the task force that we assembled is K-12, community college, career and technical education, traditional public and private 4-year. Along with them, we have 3 departments of state working with us, DOL, higher ed, and
Department of Labor, higher ed,
and Department of Education,
Got it.
K-12. Our members, business community, trying to help inform the process, okay? Nonprofits and millennials. We have over 100 people on our task force that helped to issue that report.
Wow. Do you sense that we're going to do another conversation with Michele, a separate conversation on our sister program, State of Affairs, do some public policy questions. But is this a public policy question as well?
Absolutely.
How so?
Because this is our future workforce. I represent the job creators in the state of New Jersey. I represent over 1 million jobs in the state of New Jersey. We want to make new jobs every day. If we don't have a workforce to feed that pipeline, we have a problem. And the second part of this challenge, aside from the affordability, is what are we training for? Because if you look at workforce development, we have 44,000 vacant jobs in the state of New Jersey that are technical skill jobs. Technology, all those jobs don't require a 4-year education. Many of them require a certificate, a piece of paper that says I know how to build or fix that widget. 44,000 vacant, right? So we've stepped away as a society to training students in what was traditional career and technical education. And that's the other part of this, is we need strong education early on, that those technical jobs that pay a hell of a lot of money in the state of New Jersey, that afford you the opportunity to live, work, and raise a family in New Jersey, you don't necessarily need 4-year education for either.
Stay on this whole millennial thing. What could and should businesses be doing to make the workforce more attractive to these younger, I guess, 20 to 34-year-olds?
Absolutely. That's the other part of the equation. If we build it, will they stay? So I tell our companies all the time, I share with them what
Your
millennials...
members.
Yes, and I tell my members all the time what millennials tell me about what they want in their workforce, right? So what's most important to millennials is they're mission-driven. They actually will take a little less money to work with a company that has synergy with their mission.
By the way, they do, because they work with us and they take a little less money. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist.
Perfect example.
Yeah, but it is mission driven.
Absolutely. You know, they want to feel like they're part of the process. They want to feel like they're heard. They want flexibility in the workplace. They want to be a part of the team. But they also want to know that investment and return on investment means that return on investment goes to community, society, social issues, not just profit-driven bottom line. That's really important to millennials.
Making big money as important to millennials as it was to some others. I've got 30 seconds left. Go ahead.
So money is, let's not say money isn't important.
Because it's not cheap to live here.
It's extremely expensive. So we need a balance. They absolutely want the money, but what we understand is they'll take a little less for mission driven. So it's important that companies lean into what millennials want. They can't sit there and go, oh, I don't care. They have to lean in.
You can't say, this is us, take it or leave it.
Exactly. Because the only way you're going to get a competitive workforce is give them what they want, and then they'll be attracted.
Michele Siekerka is the president and CEO of New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Also should say that we have a great relationship with New Jersey NJ Business, which is a magazine that you guys put out.
Absolutely. Award-winning magazine, comes out once a month. And we have a daily New Jersey Business Today. That's the New Jersey Business News of the day.
Michele, thank you for joining us. Important conversation about how we retain, attract younger people who are, as you said, our future workforce. Great having you as always.
Thank you.
Check you out next time on One on One. Thank you, Michele.
Thank you.
One on One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One on One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Summit Medical Group, Valley National Bank, New Jersey Council of County Colleges, Georgian Court University, NJM Insurance Group, Delta Dental of New Jersey, and by NJ Best. Promotional support provided by Jaffe Communications, where business, media, and government converge in New Jersey, and by NJ Biz, all business, all New Jersey. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area. One on One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with TriStar Studios.